once again to another episode of the Goodrich Chronicles. I am your host, Anthony Goodrich, and it just keeps going and going and going. I got another one for you. Same as yesterday. Another police officer arrested for trying to have sex with a minor. Come on now. Come on now. Again, this ain't old, this is new. He was just arrested 2 weeks ago. And you know what else? He was caught up in, you know that show, To Catch a Predator? Way back when with Chris Hansen? Yeah, you know that show. Well, that show is off the TV now, but he has a new one called Takedown. Yeah, Takedown with Chris Hansen. And that's exactly what he did. Took down a policeman, one of many, but this is the most recent. Took down a policeman because he was soliciting what he thought was a 15-year-old boy. Come on now. What y'all think he need? Y'all know what I'm going to say, right? What y'all think he need? He need his ass whooped, right? Yep, he need his ass whooped. Check this out. Lieutenant Matthew Mall was arrested in Hartford County, Maryland, like 2 Tuesdays ago on charges of solicitation of sex from a minor and solicitation of child pornography. He has been with the Metropolitan Police Department for 23 years, most recently assigned to Special Operations, and 10 years ago became the first openly gay chairman of the police union. Boy, according to charging documents, Mall, who he thought was a 15-year-old boy, on Reddit and began a sexually explicit series of text exchanges that lasted for several weeks, during which oh my goodness, I swear this is getting me all riled up. During which time, Mall allegedly sent sexually explicit pictures of himself to who he thought was the boy. In fact, it was a Hartford County Sheriff's deputy. Mall provided his real name during the sex exchanges, including revealing he is a DC police lieutenant who worked on the presidential escorts. Court documents say, good Lord. He allegedly sent pictures of himself in uniform and sexually explicit pictures of himself in his police office. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Boy, it gets better. Mall discussed the 15-year-old's age and texted him he could lose everything if he was caught. He requested sexually graphic photos and arranged to meet him after school that particular week. The same week he's talking to him, he's trying to meet him after school. When Mall showed up for what the prosecutors say he thought was to be a sexual encounter with a 15-year-old boy, he was taken into custody, police said. They need to drop his ass off in that active volcano I keep talking about. Even though he didn't hurt nobody, he was ready to do it. He was ready, willing, and able. Groom that little boy. Drop his ass off in an active volcano. DC police issued a statement Tuesday saying the allegations in this case are extremely disturbing and are in direct contrast to the values by the Metropolitan Police Department. MPD's Internal Affairs Division will investigate violations of MPD policy once the criminal investigation concludes. MPD, not involved in the criminal investigation, and was not aware of the investigation until today. Boy, he need his ass whooped. He do. Check out this video.
Police lieutenant who was arrested and charged with sexual solicitation of a minor last month.
The investigation is tied to a larger sting brought up by journalists joining sheriffs nationwide to arrest child predators. Fox 5's Regina Ureta is outside police headquarters with more.
Yeah, and this is a Metropolitan Police lieutenant who is facing serious criminal charges following an undercover online sting investigation that happened in Maryland. 47-year-old Matthew Mall was arrested in April by the Harford County Sheriff's Office. I want you to take a look on your screen there at that picture. Investigators allege Mall exchanged sexually explicit text messages with a detective posing as a 15-year-old boy. But now we know the case is connected to an online predator sting associated with journalist Chris Hansen, who called it one of the most disturbing investigations his team has seen. MPD says the department learned about the arrest after investigators made contact. Officials say Mall has been placed on administrative leave and his police powers have been revoked. Now, in April, an MPD spokesperson had called the allegations extremely disturbing and said they go against the department's values. Today, we spoke with an organization raising awareness against online predators and sex exploitation. They are not connected to the investigation. Our rescue tells Fox 5 cases like this highlight the growing importance of educating parents and children about online predators and digital safety.
The overwhelming majority of law enforcement officers are committed to protecting children. And when one of our own is accused of exploiting a child, that the betrayal that is felt among law enforcement that works so hard to keep kids safe is felt so deeply, and that the demand for accountability, it really has to be swift and very serious if these allegations are proven to be true.
And I just want to mention that it is important to know that back in April, when Mall was arrested, we did reach out to the D.C. Police Union. They say that Mall has not been affiliated with their organization for nearly a decade.
Now, I'm going to tell you, like I always do, if you ever encounter the police, whether you call them or they pull you over, take them with a grain of salt, everything they say and do, and record everything. Record everything. On your phone, on your house camera. If you don't have, get. Record everything. Now, I'm not saying that every police is bad, but there are enough bad ones out there that make you have to do things to protect yourself because you can't trust them. I know I don't trust them. I don't trust none of them. Not one. If I see them, I'm going the opposite direction. If I need one, trust. I got somebody standing there with me, talking to me on my side, knowing as soon as they show up. It won't be just me and the police if I need help. No. And if I have to be by myself, I'm recording everything on top of that. Because I don't trust them. None of them. Because there's too many of them out there doing dirt that I have to be like, oh, these officers are on the up and up. No, that's bull. You don't know. You have to assume. You know what? Just like the police assume that everyone that they encounter can be a potential criminal or someone that can take them out, because that's what they assume. That's what they're trained, that everyone they encounter could be a potential hazard to them. So that's what you need to assume. Every cop you encounter is a potential hazard to you and yours because you can't trust them. I don't care how good they are. I don't care how many awards they have. You cannot trust them. It seemed like a bunch of horny little devils to me because there's so many sexual assault cases against the police. So many. I mean, and you know what? I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. They should get twice the punishment as a civilian. If a civilian was caught doing what they're doing, they should get twice whatever the punishment is because they are trusted officials. But no, they have power and they utilize that power and they try to throw that power around to intimidate and to scare and to scam. Yeah, fam. To intimidate and to scare and to ooh, I can't even talk straight right now. They got me so heated. But anyways, it's just another crooked ass cop I had to bring to your attention. And you know what? I got a list of them. A list of them. This ain't gonna be the last one. They're gonna keep coming. And I keep bringing them to your attention because you need to know. Every time you see, hear, smell a cop, don't trust him. Take him with a grain of salt. Break out your camera and start recording. Don't answer no extra questions. Don't say nothing that you don't have to say. And just keep it moving. And with that, I'm going to leave y'all alone. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all chose to spend some time with me. And for that, I will always be grateful. I also like to give a shout out to my 106 subscribers. Yeah, 106, baby. Let's go for 200. Let's get 200 on the map. I want more. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Anthony Goodrich is signing off.